Good morning, everyone. So, it was only at 8 o'clock this morning I heard I was going to take over from my good colleague, Manfred Kricke. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I was trying to finish a book called Progress by a Swede called Johan Norberg. And I seriously recommend all of you download it and read it. It is fascinating. It's a story that talks about the progress that the planet has made. And we all know since 1900, industrial boom and everything gone great. 1900, the average age on the planet was 31 years, right? Tutankhamun was 18 years when he died. Today, 81 years in Holland, but the book talks about the progress. But the progress that was made in the world over the last 25 years is even more off the scale in terms of age, in terms of the way that poverty is eradicated. And so all of this, or most of this, is done by technology. That's why we are a technology investor. So HPE Growth Capital, who are we? We have about 400 million of capital under management. We're a little bit later than the most people on stage, but I think it is very important that we get to know earlier phase companies, and earlier phase companies get to know the bigger pockets for later on. And so what we do, we invest in technology in a pretty broad sense. We write tickets of about 10 to 30 million, and we want to do that in scalable companies. We take minority stakes, and with these minority stakes we want to help the company grow from, let's say, 10 million to 100 million. How do we help? Well, we have a team of 12. The 4 partners, 3 of them are engineers, so am I. One partner has extensive experience in M&A, in entry and exits, which is obviously a very important point for both the investor as well as the entrepreneur. We have one partner who has very deep knowledge of growth investing. Third partner, Manfred Kricke, has spent 17 years in Silicon Valley, both as an operator, as an investor, and as an M&A advisor. And then myself, I have, for an investor, an unconventional career. I started here with Nutricia, went to Paris, did my MBA, then joined the Walt Disney Company in Disney Consumer Products for 10 years out of Paris, managing the European business, and for another 10 years out of LA, managing a global multi-billion-dollar business. But then also I was like, okay, I want to now really use the knowledge acquired over the last 25 years and apply that to many other businesses. And that's why I made a rather extensive shift. What we are looking for in companies are, first of all, scalable business models. We look for passionate teams. You have to be an absolute believer in your own concept. And we are also looking for ways that we can help you grow. Often that is internationalization. We have a rather international team and international experiences. But ultimately, the CEO and the management team is probably the most important criteria for us to see whether there's a connection between us and the company. The team has to have passion. It is great if the team has prior experience in successfully building businesses, and we see that coming more and more in the Dutch community. And ultimately, we have to just see if there is a fit between you and our team. And I think that the speech about, you know, all the perils that you can have with investors, I fully agree. You have to trust each other from the start. You have to be like-minded. You have to be convinced that together you can do much better things than on your own. And if that is not there, we will not invest, and you should not take the money from an investor. Why am I doing this rather than sitting next to Mickey Mouse? It's because I do think that technology can really change
Sunshine.
our world.
Very
Thank you.
sound.
See you later.